How you doing, everybody? I am Deon Tillman here with Tillman Multimedia. I'm here with Akakioga, the infamous. So right now we are here day one at DreamCon. Okay, we're in Arlington, Texas.
Arlington, Texas.
Where'd you fly from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, Ohio. Born and raised?
Nope, I was born in Los Angeles, California.
Oh wow. Okay. What brought you to Cincinnati?
You know how cheap it is.
So how long have you been in Cincinnati?
I'd say about maybe like four or 5 years or so.
Okay. Do you like it?
It's okay. I like that there's different seasons in the year. So like in California, you never get like fall and winter. So I actually get to see like and be grateful for when it gets warm again. Once we've had like 10 like inches worth of snow in the winter, but it's really nice. It has its quirks, but for the most part, I actually really like it. As
most places do. So as we've talked about it, this is your first DreamCon, correct?
Absolutely. Yep. This is my first time.
How does it feel to be the cosplay judge or one of the cosplay judges? Yeah. How does it feel?
Overwhelming, but also I'm very honored to be one of them. Like I was just saying earlier, I love the family kind of reunion that this convention has, and I've never been to any convention like this where there's just been primarily like Black attendees. Like I feel so at home and so welcome here. I'm like over the moon with how amazing this convention's already been so far.
How long have you been cosplaying?
So I've been technically cosplaying since like 2006, but I started making my own stuff in like 2014 once I got like adult money.
Definitely makes a difference when you have the adult money to kick in.
Oh yeah. Like I was like, in college for the most part making some money, and I was like, you know what? Outside of video games, I kind of wanted like an extra hobby, and so it's been amazing for me to like actually get into a hobby where I can like work with things, use my hands, get really creative, and then wear the things that I make. The feeling is like nothing else.
So who are you cosplay as today?
I am currently Echo from League of Legends, specifically the Project L skin.
Now, what made you decide this one today?
So today, that's actually a good question. I love starting conventions like with a bang, and I feel like I love getting to wear my more recognizable, but also I want it to be comfy. I thought I was going to be comfy, but it's hot. And the scarf.
That Texas weather is different.
Oh, it built different out here. The scarf was not very intuitive for 100-degree Texan heat, so I am not dying currently. It's very nice in here, thank you, but it's so hot outside. I didn't plan this out very well at all.
So you said you like to start off with a bang. That means for the next 2 days you have some other stuff, hidden in store, correct?
Absolutely.
Can we get a little hint at anything?
Sure. So tomorrow, let's just say it's a little blast from the past. A character that everyone I feel like will recognize specifically because it was one of the greatest Disney movies, in my opinion, of all time. And it's a classic.
That's tomorrow.
Let's just see. You'll see a little eye to eye.
Ah. If you know, you know. I know. So even with that being said, you've been cosplaying for years, you said.
Yeah.
How important is it to you, as you said, we're here at DreamCon. It's predominantly Black. Yeah. It's a couple other people, around. But just due to the fact that how important is it to you that we have that, growing up, being Black, being into the type of stuff that we're into wasn't always acceptable.
Right.
So to be able to be freely be yourself now, how is that?
It's really the most freeing thing that I feel like I've ever felt in my life. Like I've been cosplaying for so long that I've seen when conventions barely had any Black attendees come, and I would be one of, I could count just like maybe like on both of my hands just how many would show up. And over the years, like I've gradually seen more and more and more show up, but obviously it's still kind of like a predominantly like white centric space. So having a convention that's focused specifically on us, the guest list, all Black, just like there's an energy here that I've never felt at another convention, and I can't even describe what it feels like other than just it feels like home in a way. And getting to see just the different takes of how, we cosplay characters that may not even be the same skin color as us, but we still bring the heat and we still look really good, So obviously, even though I'm cosplaying Echo, which is like a Black character, like being able to have Black characters to cosplay, first of all.
Yeah.
It's taken a hot minute for that.
It's definitely taken a minute for that. Every time we're looking for those characters, like, there's one. We finally got him. finally, we got him.
Bring him here, like, bring us.
So even with that, how does it feel you're judging in a situation like this? Like, think about it, yo. As you just said, there's not that many, but the fact that you get to judge one, how's that?
I'm excited. I really am excited because I personally have not done a costume contest yet, specifically because it's rare to see a black cosplay judge on the panel. And usually, like, I've heard so many stories, including myself, of people that don't want to enter because they're afraid that their skin color is going to get in the way of them being judged. And so not only being a black judge, but then being a black judge at a predominantly black space, I'm already excited because, like, they're going to be excited knowing that we're going to be here because we want to support them and we want to, like, you know, make them feel comfortable being judged in a costume contest. Like, I've been making things for so long that I can, you know, obviously I can tell when things are made, and I'm excited to share that knowledge with, like, other people. So to see other black cosplayers also make things and then they want to come to a cosplay, I'm like, oh, my heart. Like, I'm so excited. And so while the pressure is definitely very high, like, I feel like my excitement is higher than that because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I'm extremely blessed to have, like, just happen in my life.
Definitely. That sounds amazing, actually. And even when it comes to judging the competition, what does it take to win a cosplay competition? Like, what does it take to make a great cosplay costume?
Yeah. So a lot of it is just kind of a mix of different mediums. That's usually what a lot of the judges look for is, are you good at sewing, but also good at armor making, or like putting extra, like, intricate details into costumes that you may not see like 5 feet away. But the great thing about judging is that we can, like, bring them closer to us and, like, flip over hems, look at different seams, make sure that you can actually prove to us that, like, you are good at what you do. And obviously, since there's a panel of us, like, I'm only 1 out of 3 voices that really kind of, we get to decide on, like, okay, what did you see in this person that I might have not saw? Because everyone on the panel is going to have different expertises that they're going to be looking for. So I really love armor making. So armor is kind of like my really, like, bread and butter. So I can tell, I'm like, I can see glue dripping on that seam. What did you use to, like, put that together? And if they say something else, I'm like, nah, I can tell. So
because you know your stuff. You know your stuff.
Yes, I've been doing this for so long that it's very, very hard for people to hide what they did and did not do. And I've seen that before, but we're going to focus primarily on the people who aren't going to be doing that. So, but I do sew. I mean, obviously, I know how to sew. It's not something I like to do, but I know how. I love armor a lot more.
What exactly would you gauge as an estimate to how much you spent on cosplaying over your course of a career?
Oh no. I know for a fact that one costume alone cost me like $500 adult money, and that was just one.
Just one. Was that props included, or is that? Oh, yes. So that's the average that it can.
So that was definitely on the higher end because I specifically outsourced a lot of materials. So it was, I did Akakioga from Monster Hunter World.
Okay.
And I specifically was looking for very specific materials because I wanted it to be like a realistic version of what this outfit would look like. So I was looking for textured fabrics. I was looking for leather. I was looking for, like, all of these very just intricate things that you just can't go shop at Joann's for. And because of that, it was all specialty. Specialty stuff comes at a price. And so I really just wanted to go all out on it because I love Monster Hunter and I wanted it to be one of the more intricate costumes that I made. And so it did cost a pretty penny, but I think the outcome of it ended up perfect.
Because that's all that matters at the end of the day, right?
Oh, yeah. But you don't have to spend $500 on a costume. Please, if you're starting out in cosplay, don't do that. If you have to, like, start just, you know, thrifting, or if you want to, like, buy your costumes, there's so many different ways to cosplay that for someone like me who's been doing this for a long time, who budgets for these things and who kind of knows roughly how much things cost, it's easy for me to kind of be like, okay, this is going to be more expensive, so I'm going to, like, you know, save this one for another convention, give myself more time so I can kind of balance out how much money I spend over time. But you never have to spend more than you're comfortable with just to have this be a hobby.
Interesting. Now, even incorporating the fact that you know, cosplaying has become more popular now, social media is a thing. You know, you have a large following. How does that for a cosplayer? I believe that a black cosplayer at that, I mean, it's a major thing.
Yeah.
How has that been incorporating your cosplay with social media? Like, how do you utilize that to influence or to, you know, pay homage to the characters that you love and things like that?
Yeah. So when I first started making my page or whatever, it was really just a page for me to just be like, hey, I made this thing. This was really cool. So I could kind of have like a memoir, so to speak, of just all the things I made. And then just because I was just sharing my stuff and people started liking it, I didn't expect that to happen. I never went into it thinking, oh, I want to get like all these followers. Like, this was back in like like 2012. Like, so this was like way before social media was really a thing to use to have a platform. It was really just a space for you to share photos. And then over time, like, it just kind of started growing and growing and growing. And I was just like, man, this is really cool. Not anything that I expected, but the amount of people that would come up to me and be like, I started following you because you cosplay this person, and I didn't think I could cosplay them because they aren't black or they don't look like me. And so I would get a lot of DMs like that. I still do. I still get people coming up to me saying like, thank you for still doing what you're doing, simply because like having the following also means that you have to kind of be that advocate in a way. And hey, I'll give bullies the buy one get one free. Like, I do it all the time, and sometimes it does get discouraging, but knowing that I have people watching me, and like they watch me because they also want to do what I do, but they're intimidated. But seeing not only myself, but like my other friends that I follow that are black and doing what they do, it's inspiring just getting to see how many of us there are now and being like, oh, they're doing it this way, they're doing it this way, but they're still having fun and they're still doing it the way they want to, so I can too.
Right.
And yeah, there is a lot of responsibility, and the weight sometimes does feel really heavy, but I'm willing to carry that weight if that means that somebody who was scared to cosplay before gets encouraged because they see us, you know, doing what we're doing and having fun, you know? Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Your top 5 cosplays that you've created.
Woo!
And your number 1, why?
Top 5, okay. Akakioga from Monster Hunter World, Symmetra from Overwatch, Orisa, also from Overwatch, Confessor Paletriss from World of Warcraft, and then who do I want? Actually, then Echo from League of Legends.
Solid list. And I didn't even ask you, how much was this cosplay here?
It's not that expensive. I'd say probably like a little under $100.
The interesting part about that is that literally, like, I'll go to different conventions. This is my first DreamCon, but I've gone to conventions, and I always see different cosplayers, and you never know how much they spend on something.
Nope,
so I can see you have this with the weapon and everything. You're saying a little under $100, and I'm going, in my mind, no. She put some bread on that one. There's no way. There's no way I could have afforded that. And it's like, oh yeah, I just did it right here with a sewing machine and some cardboard. And you're like,
yeah, you can
like,
make
what?
cosplay very affordable.
I'm not arts and craftsy. Like, this digital area, this is me.
And
Arts and crafts, that's expensive. The arts and crafts area, I learned that a long time ago. My hands are not in that realm.
You literally can go as cheap or as expensive as you want.
So when you see people that just, you know, go online and buy their costume, do you respect it?
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel like there's a lane for everybody as long as they're just, you know, in their element?
Of course. Like, why should I be crossing into somebody else's lane when they're just trying to do what they do?
Now, if they enter a competition doing that.
You can't do that. I'm sorry. That's really not allowed, because then you're taking up the space of somebody who did put in the time to make their costumes. So there's really nothing wrong with buying your costume. But when you're trying to, like, pawn it off as your own, that's kind of where it's like, it's just the morality of it. It's just kind of, it's a gray zone.
Is that in the, like, I guess mainly in the competition realm, is that where it gets competitive? Or, you know, you being a cosplayer, are there other cosplayers you're looking at and y'all just kind of having back and forth little beefs, like little subliminals, like, oh, you did this? Okay, I'm going to one-up you it.
Surprisingly, no. I feel like a lot of cosplay competitions, because we know the pain of making our own stuff, we almost have our own camaraderie of being like, man, you did that technique that I couldn't figure out how to do. How did you do that? And so we're learning just different skills and ways to make things from other crafters who are also making their own stuff. And that's what I love about the, like, craftsmanship side of the community, is because there is a wealth of knowledge that one person's not going to have. But then when you go ask like 4 or 5 other people, you suddenly just gain like a whole new realm of just inspiration that you never thought that you would have. And so I while the competition, it's called competition, but I really do think it's a competition against yourself to see like how good you are and seeing your growth over time. And while you are competing against other people, you really are showing yourself like, hey, I put my best foot forward. If I didn't win this time, let me try again, and like let me just keep building on what I know how to do. That's how I would approach costume contests. I wouldn't approach it like I want to beat this person. It's more like I want to beat past me to see if I can do better this time.
Because it's supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun. Even though it's a competition, it's supposed to be fun.
Akakioga.
Yes.
Akakioga.
Yes. So, okay.
Akakioga. I'm just saying it
No,
so I can get it.
Maybe this will be an easier way for you to remember it. So, like I was saying, I made my username back in like when AOL was still alive. It is a combination of 3 different characters from anime. They're all dog-related characters. So, Akamaru from Naruto. So that's the Aka. The Ki is Kiba, because Akamaru and Kiba go together. And then the Oga is Koga from Inuyasha.
Wow.
Yes, I was that weeb.
You were definitely, you went into the chamber with that one.
I did, because I really like dogs, and I thought that was cute.
But it works. It works. Akakioga.
Yes.
We're going to...
You'll get it.
Everybody's going to get it. Everybody has to get it. I shall get it.
Hey, you're doing your best.
Hey.
That's all I can ask for.
DreamCon.
You can call me Aka. That's a little bit easier for people.
Is that what people normally do?
Yeah. That's okay.
Has that been like your nickname?
Yeah.
Not
all the time, but like I feel like over time when, if people have a tough time remembering how to pronounce it, I completely accept that because I get it.
Out of curiosity though, when did that become your identity?
Usually just because I'm online a lot, because I don't just hand out my real, my government name like candy. So I'm just like, hey, I'm Akakioga, but you can call me Aka. Easy, because I go by Aka primarily on like Twitch streaming. Yeah. Because then it's easy for people don't have to like type it all out, but it's just an easier little nickname.
Do people recognize you outside of cosplaying?
Sometimes.
Is that weird?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Like, what's the weirdest moment that has ever happened and you're like, what?
So they just take me off guard. Like, I don't think they're weird because usually everyone's really nice. But sometimes I'm just like in like Joann's or like Michael's or something. And they're just like, wait a minute, are you? And I'm like,
Like, I got to get out of here now. It's like,
But no, everyone's usually super friendly. So like I haven't had like a really weird outside of convention moment.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay.
I don't have any wood near me, but
I'm glad that you are doing what you do because it is important to be inside this system here. Yeah. Definitely your game changing everything. And don't ever take your following as something minor.
I know.
You make a difference.
I know. And that's some people do definitely tell me that I'm too humble for my own good. And you know what? Yeah, I'm more or less like I'm just blessed. That's really the best word that I can use. And I wouldn't be here if it weren't for people who wanted to support me and see how far I went. So you know what, you're right.
Also, the fact that you love what you do for you.
Yeah, I do it for me, and everyone's here for the ride. I'm like, you know what? Come with me.
I mean, one thing that I've been definitely following a whole lot that we do so much sometimes that we forget to smell our own flowers.
Yeah.
Smell your flowers.
I know.
It's important.
That's why, I love making it. Like, I love making things because that's my moment when I first put it on, ready to go outside. That's my moment where I'm just like, you know what? I did that shit,
As you did that shit. Even this today, you did that shit. Tomorrow, you already know tomorrow's going to draw some attention.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited.
You already know. That's what I'm saying. You're like, ugh. Now, on Sunday, do you have something as well?
Yes.
But Saturday's
So
see, you got levels to the tiers. You got the banger, the opening day. Saturday, of course, that's competition day, so you got to,
right.
Got to do whatever.
I have to wear the stage presence costume because it makes sense because he's on stage and I'm going to be on stage. So I'm like, you know what? I just
Now, did you see the main one around here walking around?
No.
You didn't see Cleo Thomas out here walking around? Oh, he's in full gear right now. You might have to go size him up.
No. Oh my gosh, really?
But look.
Tomorrow, is he gonna wear it tomorrow though?
That would be kind of odd unless he has a bunch of different outfits.
No, if he wears it tomorrow, well, I made like a female version.
Well, he was wearing it today. He's wearing it today.
I have to find him. I'm gonna look him dead in the face and be like, wear that tomorrow.
Hey,
we gotta do the.
I feel like you absolutely have to. I think that'd be a moment right there. But he definitely was walking around casually a few hours ago. I don't know where he is now because, as you know, the convention's been
all over the place,
everywhere. But no, definitely, hey. everybody has their own spin on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what makes it fun.
But I would actually be interested in seeing y'all two have a battle.
I wouldn't be able to. I'm wearing heels in it. I can't dance. I know the whole dance. I just can't dance in those shoes.
You better kick the heels off and get to it. You better look.
I'll wear some of my J's tomorrow. I'll be like,
that was my ringtone at one point. You better get up there and hit.
I'll bring a change.
Hey.
I'll bring a change the shoe.
Just for that one time. Hit it for the one time, and then all right, we back in.
I gotta do the heel clack and everything. I'm so ready. Like
now, I'll tell you right now, if you did the heel clack in heels,
it'd be over.
That'd be
Lights out.
Everybody gotta hang it up after that.
Right, everyone go home.
So no, we definitely look forward to seeing that part right there. I hope that's like my favorite Disney movie.
That's one of mine too.
Like no, that's my favorite Disney movie.
Really?
Like when it's black.
Right, you know everyone black in that movie.
It's black. The soundtrack is black.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any blacker than that, and it's so underrated.
Right. It's so good.
So the fact that you said it when you said the hint, I'm like, oh, I already know.
Right.
I'm ready.
You got taken back to a time where like, man.
I think I just watched that movie not long ago. Yeah, that right there. Yeah. You do it.
I got you.
Do it. I'm gonna wear the shirt and everything tomorrow. Do it. Do it.
Yes, good. You should.
Do it.
You should go to the costume contest tomorrow. You can see me.
I'm going to be. We press. We out here. We working.
Good.
We working.
I'm gonna look for you.
I'm gonna be right there. Look. You want me to bring the speaker? We gonna cue the song. Hey, we gonna make it happen.
Please, like if you see me like walking around, please like bring your speaker down because I totally forgot one. So like if you find me, just play it for me so I could just like hit it in the hallway or something.
We gonna go find a speaker. I'm pretty sure somebody has one that actually. I wouldn't even want to do that. Traffic in this hallway is crazy.
Right.
That we'll
do it in this hallway.
Yeah, we're gonna come back here at exclusive. Exclusive. But no, definitely I am excited to see that tomorrow the cosplay contest is going to be gotta say cosplay because costume gets I feel like it gets
they're interchangeable to a certain point, I feel like, but yeah, definitely cosplay contest. Yeah.
The cosplay contest, the competition, whichever one.
I've heard that it's like tripled in size since last year.
I feel like everything has tripled in size.
So we're gonna have a good turnout.
Did you follow like the DreamCon before coming?
I followed it a little bit. Like I've been wanting to go for a few years, but because it's out of state, it just makes it a little difficult because I'm already kind of planning like other conventions. So I've just kind of been like, you know what, like when I go, I go. But I've just loved the growth. I've been loving the story of this convention. Like, the people who've been running it are amazing people. Just the heart that they put in this convention, you can tell. Just walking through the halls and just being like, man, they really care about this shit. And it shows, and I feel it. All the staff members have been incredible. All the guests have been wonderful. So I hope whatever they're doing, they keep doing it.
Yeah, shout out to RDC World. They definitely the growth has been, as their whole thing, dreams coming true. We're here.
Literally living.
We're here. Like, that's a proof right there. We're here. So much stuff going on.
I know.
What do you plan on going to next?
So I know the 21 Up party is tonight. So I think they're gonna want me to go to that.
Are you going in cosplay?
Probably not, just because I don't want to get alcohol in my costumes. That's really the only reason why I don't go to parties in costumes. But I brought like the theme was dress to impress. So I brought like a nice dress and stuff. So I'll be in that.
So there's a time and place when to cosplay.
Yes.
Okay.
No parties.
Okay. Hey, did you learn from a hard experience?
I don't want to.
We're at DreamCon.
Yeah.
What do you say to the aspiring cosplayer?
So that's heavy.
Let me add it. What do you say to the aspiring black cosplayer?
Ooh, you know what? Cosplay whoever you want, because that's how I started. And when I started, there weren't hardly any black characters at all. But that shouldn't stop you from cosplaying whoever you want, because cosplay is literally for anybody, no matter what you look like, no matter what gender you are, no matter what sexual orientation you are, no matter what skin color you are. If you like that character, cosplay that character. And if anybody says something, then that's their problem. That's not yours. Just have fun with it, and just honestly, just enjoy yourself. Like, if you're putting on a costume, you're already putting yourself out there, right? Like, this is not just something you just wake up and decide to do one day. Like there's like a mental kind of thing that you kind of have to go through to be like, okay, I'm putting on clothes that aren't mine. but they're still a part of me. But now I get to be somebody else for a day, or I get to like bring out the best part of me by like acting as this person or something like that. And cosplay for me has really just been an outlet for me to just showcase my abilities of being able to create things. But some people want to act as a character, and like that's still really cool too. So honestly, if you want to cosplay, do it your way. Don't try and copy anybody else. Just be you, because your uniqueness is what makes this community awesome. And we need more Black cosplayers out there. Like this convention just proved to me that we out here we just need to see, we need more of us at the other conventions so that other Black people who want to cosplay can feel just as safe cosplaying there as they do here.
That was a solid answer. I feel like you were put on the spot with that one. You weren't ready for that. But you handled that very well.
Thank you.
So the last thing I guess we can do here, you want to plug your social medias, where people can follow you, where people can find you, where,
Sure.
What are you working on next? What cosplay you working on next?
Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, so you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I'm trying to get back into Twitch. I'm currently trying to stream the Mass Effect series right now, so that's been really fun. My next cosplay, oh geez. So I'm really deep into Final Fantasy 14 right now, and so I really want to make my character that I'm currently playing in the game. And so it's hard to kind of describe, but it's a gigantic ball gown, and she looks like a witch, and it's going to be really cool. I'll be hopefully making it for Holiday Matsuri in December. So if you follow me, you'll be able to see my journey, and hopefully you'll get to see me at the finish line.
There you have it. There you have it. DreamCon 2022. We're here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you.